Durnley getting stuck in. Isaac Christie-Davies digs it out for Joe Colley. Born in the Gambia, but is actually the Swedish youth international captain. Can play right back, can play left back, can play centre back. Chalobah. Maddox. The flick was by Christie-Davies, and it's back with Riley.
Yeah, he read that, Joe Riley. You could see what was going to happen. He was on his bike straight away.
Sunday stepping out, stepping away from those in blue and finding Whelan, who picks out Hamilton. And there's a bit of room here for Durnley. Support in the shape of Joe Riley. It's nicely worked by Riley. All of a sudden found himself with no one really to pass to, but he wins a free kick.
Good play from Joe Riley. You just mentioned his defensive work a few moments ago, and then he gets on the attack, he cuts inside, takes advantage of the space that was given to him, got himself across his man and drew the foul. United get a free kick in a decent area.
A free kick which James Wilson is placing and standing over and looking to do something. Having a little peer around the wall to see where the gap might be that James Wilson might try to find.
He's capable with his left foot from here to curl it in.
We've had 10 minutes. Got in the way.
He just needed more height on it, that was all, to get it over the wall. Goalkeeper's blind side.
Whelan. Sunday to Warren. Sunday will have to curb that natural attacking instinct tonight that we see so often at right back.
Yeah, he needs to be disciplined when he's playing at centre-half. Can't go bombing forward like he's used to doing when he's playing right back, to overlap and to help support the front man on that side.
His pace was important there, digging United out of trouble. Pace is something you'll always see from James Wilson.
He's impressed me in these opening 10-12 minutes. A shot, created an opportunity, showing good close control.
Now, Hamilton sliding through, and the combination of Colley and Grant saw it back to Jamie Cumming. A few United players asking the question of whether there was an arm used there.
Made, it would have been in on goal.
Riley's header. Tamut to Christie-Davies. Hudson-Odoi back to Grant. One thing we will see tonight is that both sides are very comfortable on the ball. Of course, you'd expect that from anyone who pulls on either of these shirts.
Yeah.
Kihinde to Buffon, and all the way back eventually to Tyrell Warren. Stolen back by Chelsea. Here's McCormick, who has a bit of space to play with, bit of time to look up and wait for reinforcements. Important intervention that from Demi Mitchell, who just did enough to put off the Chelsea attackers.
Yeah, Tyrell Warren just delaying his pass, and he was closed down and then created a 1v2 situation. It was actually quite a poor pass out to McCormick. It could have been a better pass to drive him in on goal.
There's McCormack looking for the run of Maddox. Smart goalkeeping, though, from Kieran O'Hara. So important that you can read the game well from that position at the back, and you have to be positive and stick to your guns when you make a call.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an important header by Demi Mitchell. Cleared away in the end by...
Chelsea midfield, as is this guy, Callum Hudson-Odoi, with Buffon in hot pursuit. Has to be careful of the challenge now. Hudson-Odoi all the way through. Oh, and they all thought it was in, but the post saves Manchester United.
Again, he did the hard work, and he did it from just inside his own half. It was a brilliant turn right on the touchline by Hudson-Odoi. DJ Buffon just couldn't quite get back to him, and he did everything right except for the finish. He was really unlucky. Could have gone in off the far post. The goalkeeper was beaten. And Chelsea consider themselves very unlucky not to be 2 goals in front, really. Super run by Hudson-Odoi.
Well, men, women and children in the stand around us here were on their feet cheering a goal that actually wasn't. But in fairness, I think we all thought that was 1-0.
We did. Even when it hit the post, Dave, I thought it was going in.
Referee just giving DJ Buffon a stern talking to as he was grabbing at his opposite number as he charged forward. Joe Edwards there, the Chelsea manager. His first season in charge at this level. He was the under-18s coach for a couple of years, and in those couple of years, he won 2 FA Youth Cups. Also was part of the staff that engineered the 5-1 win over United at Altrincham on the way to one of those successes. Was a lone technical coach last season, part of the England under-19.
The ball looking for James over on that far side in a little bit of space. And Matteo Lisundi just plays it off Muhaim as he was bearing down on him, taking no chances, and in that he managed to get his team a goal kick rather than a corner.
Liverpool, by the way, are ahead against West Ham United at this level. Early goal from Harry Wilson to give the table toppers the lead. They have won all their games so far and starting well against the Hammers tonight. The challenge on Colley by Kahinde. Trevor Chalobah for Joe Colley. Wilson chasing. And that chasing just sort of forced the error, but then Whelan couldn't keep possession.
Well, he got himself in the right position, and then he gave the ball away, just screening to stop the ball into the front man.
Which brings Jamie Cumming off limits. We mentioned Callum Whelan. It's worth pointing out it's his full league debut for the reserves tonight. Only his 2nd start at this level. So good to see him stepping up from last season's under-18 side. Hudson-Odoi flings it over. The spare man's McCormick. And he was stretching and couldn't quite angle it where he wanted to.
Well, there's no question about it, Dave, that it's Chelsea that have got into the stride in these opening 15-20 minutes. And again, McCormick, he's made that run from midfield. Nobody's gone with him. Hudson-Odoi, we've already seen the damage he can do, and this time it's from a cross. Brilliantly found at the far post, and McCormick could perhaps be disappointed he didn't at least get a shot on target, but it's certainly Chelsea that are looking the more threatening and looking the more comfortable on the ball with both the short and long range passing.
Yeah, Luke McCormick, in terms of his positional sense as a footballer, must be a manager's dream, because he can play right back, central midfield, on the wing, and he used to be a striker.
Well, he's certainly got those instincts with the way.
He's controlled by James. I think the floodlights were the main problem for Demi Mitchell there. Maddox. James. Tosin Kahinde very quickly on the scene. Samut. And Christy Davis back to Chalobah. Christy Davis again. McCormick. Maddox. And down goes Whelan. And the referee wants a word here with Luke McCormick.
Just got caught wrong side, was a foul.
It's always interesting when you're getting a lecture from the referee that the height of your socks
wasn't a problem for me, Dave. I didn't have to bend very far. If at all.
The free kick is a handy kick for touch, but so far the home side's going to have a lot of the ball, I guess.
Yeah, and I think really Ricky Sprague will be happy that it's still 0-0. Really, with the chances that Chelsea have made.
A high one for Durnley. Read by Chalobah. Buffon. James with the header. The race is on for the loose ball.